to reposition this. What is that? Right there. Hello. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to come on in to the live today. So that we can get started. Let's see. What else do I need to do? Okay. Boo, 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 boo. Okay. Hi, guys. How's everybody doing today? Oh, you know what? I'm doing this again. Hold on, I need my glasses. I need to clean these. Where is something to clean them with? Hello, people. Hi, design lovers. Sorry, I'm a little late. Hey, lady, says Michelle Thomas. Hello. We've got Sharon. You guys tap in here. Let me know where you guys are coming in from. Sharon from, I just went to get my glasses. That's why I was late. All right, we've got Sharon from Rolette, Texas. Michelle Thomas, doing well. How are you? I am good today. Yes, I caught the live. All right, Shelly. Yes. Or Shelby. I'm sorry. Lonnie's here. Hey. She says, hi, Mimi. Hi, Mimi. Ray from Georgia. Your home looks fabulous. Karen's here. Hello. Miss V is here. Peace and blessings. Bring it on. Bring it in my way. Thank you, Jesus. Peace and blessings. Hello, Mimi. Decatur, Alabama in the house. I'm doing the burgundy for Christmas as well. I love to hear that. Wow, these colors look so amazing with the white background. Thank you, Karen. Blessed and beautiful is here. Good afternoon, Design Queen, watching from Glendale, Arizona. I love that place. I love your decorating work. Been watching for 3 years. Thank you so much. Karen's coming in from Jamaica. Michelle's coming in from Texas, watching from Florida, and Gloria is here. Where are you coming from, Gloria? And then hello, Mimi. This is Sharon from Rolette, Texas. Hey guys, welcome. I wanted you guys to see, we were going to do the cocktail table on yesterday, but I'm glad we didn't because I think I was tired. And I needed to clean up and set up because there's 2 cocktail tables that I wanted to address. So here we are in the living room. This is what we did yesterday. And I think we started with this section over here. Let me show you guys what this looks like with the lights on. It is simply stunning. This is what, let's make sure you guys can see. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! You guys see these deers? All right, it is everything I thought it was going to be. And last night when I left you guys yesterday, I hadn't placed any of the ribbon. And remember, I didn't use any ribbon down here at all, but I put it and addressed it on top of these gorgeous deers, and I'm loving this. The other thing that I did off camera is I've addressed the sofa with the pillows and the cushions. I want to share these with you guys because I know I'm going to get asked a lot of questions, especially when they come up. This pillow is new this year for the holiday season. She's gorgeous. I hope the color's coming out really good, but it's a velvet mohair. It's cranberry. I don't have that many. So if you're thinking about grabbing one of these or a set of these, they will probably be live on creatingwithmimidecor.com by the weekend. And they are going to go fast because they're the perfect color. And especially when I put the video with the pillow. Let's see, we've got a few more people in here, and I'm just loving this. I'm trying to really figure out, how to tell the whole thing at the time of doing this. Gloria's from Illinois. Scribe Cash is in the house from Corona, and she says, LOL, you guys say hello. That's my daughter. All right, Lonnie, you guys say hello to each other too. That is great. Thank you so much for doing that. Deborah is saying, hello, Mimi. Your home is very beautiful and amazingly styled from Corona, California. All right now. We've got Miss V, fabulous, stunning. She says it's beautifully done. Cynthia's here, and Cynthia's looking forward to seeing these videos every single year. And she says, God bless you. God bless you too, Cynthia. Oh my goodness. Bellissima. I think I pronounced that right, Gloria. Karen says, do you have any of the brown pillows on sale still? I believe I do. And then Gloria is saying hello to my daughter. I believe I do, but I will check because I've got to make sure that these go up this weekend. So I will have inventory check and then make sure that they're there. But the brown pillows, meaning, I think you mean this one here. Because I think I'm going to use that this year. You guys, keep in mind, this is a large room. It's not super large, but it is a large room. Do you mean this one for the brown pillows? Because I think these are still available. I use this. This is a year round for me. It is a chocolate color. It's not, and it has like mocha going through it, but it's another thick, and it is a velvet with piping. And I was thinking about that because, guys, for the fall video, I've got some other pillows that are coming up, but I bought these pillows, I think from Amazon. And then I was thinking to myself, why are they able to sell these pillows so inexpensive? And so I got the pillows that I retail against those pillows, and it's like night and day. So I get it. I won't be able to do anything for like $20 for two pillows. That's crazy. But I looked at it. The material's different. It's thinner. They don't do the piping. The quality's not necessarily there, but I purchased them because they are good enough to put in your family room to throw around. You know, the people that we live with or the people that come and visit us, child, they're not that particular about things. So I put those pillows in areas where I don't mind you getting a little something on it. I don't mind the kids coming over, sleeping and drooling on these kind of pillows. So that's where I put those. Okay, let's see. We've got hello. Okay, you guys are saying hi to each other. I love that. Sis is saying beautiful. Robin is here. Yes, I finally made it to a live event. Welcome, Robin. Welcome. Yes. Karen is saying that is it. I believe those are still available, Karen. And that's beautiful. We're on Amazon for the brown pillows. That's beautiful. We're on Amazon for the brown. Okay, the brown pillows are not on Amazon. And then we've got V Hugley's here. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Yes, yes. I am loving walking through my house, guys. I'm loving it. So we're going to get started with this live. The brown pillows are available on creatingwithmimidecor.com. creatingwithmimidecor.com. When this video goes up for the replay, I'll post that in the description for you guys to take a look at. I don't know what's wrong with my throat all of a sudden. Hold on. All right. Today we're going to be in this living room, and I want to address this cocktail table. So we're going to do 2 cocktail tables. Let me turn you guys down a little bit so you could see the cocktail table. You guys remember this cocktail table? I'm absolutely in love with. I don't know that I'll ever get rid of it because it was a dining table that I cut down the legs. It was black. I painted it out and put a concrete top because it was a black marble. I put a concrete finish on there, and I'm just loving it because it's very earthy. It's modern. It's something that I can say I actually did for myself, so I love it. We're going to do this one, and then we're going to have a juxtaposition, and the round is on the other side. So let's get started with this. I have an idea for what it is that I want to utilize, but as always, guys, I will edit myself. Keep in mind, if you have any questions, to go ahead and put the questions in the comment section. I've got like hair all over my face and it's bugging me. Put the comments in the comment section, and then I will get to the comments. Any question that you want to ask is cool. If I can answer it, I can answer it. If not, I can say, I can't answer that. Maybe next time, or email me if I don't have the answer right away. So we're going to talk about different elements for your cocktail table that you can do so that you can get a designer look. Before I forget, you guys go ahead and check out the list for how to create a designer mantle. And it's a checklist, and it's in the description box below. And then also, if you want to go even further and dive into this, I've created a method, a blueprint. And in that blueprint, it tells you how many bulbs you need for the size of a fireplace that you have, how many lights that you need, giving you guys actual links of things that I've purchased so that you can use those same things for your mantle, your Christmas tree, or any of your Christmas decoration. That part is new this year because I wanted to, and it's late. Where are we in the third quarter of the year? It's late, but I'm trying to give you guys as much value as I possibly can. So we're going to talk about some elements for decorating your cocktail table. And these are not rules. These are just elements and little things that I have incorporated over the years, and it seems to work out in decor for me. So I'm starting off with some elevation, because whatever you have on the table, you do want it to have different elevations, right? And have some interest. So the first thing that I'm going to do is place this here, and it may stay here. It may go to the center. I really don't know at this point in my head. I'm thinking it's going to be here so that I can see it. It's going to be a visual interest. The other thing that I'm going to do is the second thing is add some greenery. All right, this year I'm working with, everything looks gorgeous, says Robin, and Tamika's here. Hi, I love it. Thank you. And then we've got, I can't see this, hold on. Hey, Mimi, and the chat. I love that. You guys speak to each other. More Create is back. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me with this live. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to address and add greenery, because Christmas greenery always makes anything look good. I don't care how old your ornaments are, your bulbs. This year I used bulbs that were like 15 years old on my tree, and they just look good. So I'm using the Norfolk garland here because I've used it here on the fireplace. I'm going to use it in other areas in this room. So I'm kind of like tying it in. If you guys remember last year, I had a lot of the Norfolk stems that I utilized. Some of them were lit, and some of them were just plain stems. But I really like this garland because it just looks real. And it's something that I can incorporate in my Christmas. That's super easy for me. How many of you guys are all about just easy for Christmas? You really want it to just be easy. So this is an easy up and an easy down. So I'm going to place that there. I'm trying to see if that's enough. I think I need one more piece, or maybe I should just tighten it on this side a little bit. And tighten it meaning I'm going to tuck it in. This one here, yeah, I'm going to tuck this in. This is going to be super, super simple. And then I'll take the third piece because we talked about layering it and having elements. And then I'm going to place that on top. So you guys see what it looks like without that third piece on top. And then just adding that on top, it fishes it. It gives it a finished texture. This has wire in it, so I can bend it, play with it. I still have some of my twine that I use to put this up. And then that's going to come here. All right. Most of the Norfolk garland, I think all of the Norfolk garland that I have, it doesn't come with lights. So I always have to add lights. And I think I've seen it with lights, but it can be super expensive. So let me get some lights. All right. Each time, and I love it, walking in and out of a space or in and out of the room, because I can just see the beauty in how all of the green that's here is coming down to the cocktail table. And I just love that. I shared these with you guys before. This is the wrong way to do it because I actually have two of these on one. And I'm not supposed to do that. I shouldn't have done that, but it is what it is. I probably ran out. I will definitely link these, but this is how I store my Christmas lights, and especially these fairy lights. I either will store them on something like this, or I will put them on paper towel or an empty paper towel roll. And it's just easy because this is something that you could definitely get tangled up with these lights. So I'll place it on the outside here. And then I'm just going to insert them inside of the Norfolk garland. I may go around this thing 2 or 3 times. This wire is so small, you can't really see it. And that's why I love it. And all of the fairy light wiring isn't the same. I've purchased stuff and sent it right on back. But I love this because you can't see the wire. And not only that, it's remote control. How's the weather and areas where you guys, I hope you're not experiencing any really bad weather. I know I'm in California. We're spoiled. And I'm in Southern California. So I always like to make that distinction because Northern California, it's cold. It's super cold to me because Southern California is always warm and sunny. And on the days that it isn't, we Californians, as Southern Californians, we have a problem. You guys can't drive in the snow. Or you have difficulty driving in the snow. We can't even drive in the rain. It's bad. It's to the point where I just say, I'm not going out. All right, let's unwrap this. And I'm hoping by me having or placing 2 of these on here because that I didn't get it tangled up, but I don't think so. See, that came off really easy. So let's place the second one there. I couldn't even turn on all of the lights on the sleigh because I forgot what I did with the end portions of it. I made a mistake and I didn't sit them inside of the sleigh like I should have. But I'm not going to make the mistake with this. These are battery operated if I haven't mentioned it. So I'm going to leave this battery pack out so that I can see it. And we will start with this one. All right, let's see how the weather is in you guys' part of the world. Mimi, you cheated. Why am I seeing the finished product? That's beautiful. Everything looks gorgeous, says Robin. Let's see. Cambriel. Hey, Mimi, I'm so glad to be here. I have missed the other live YouTube sessions. It's okay. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Better late than never. Can you put the links of some of your items if you are able to? You do a very beautiful job with decorating. I will definitely have these links. Is that Mrs. Kloss? Yes, Gloria, and she is gorgeous. My granddaughter calls her Nana. I'll show you guys. Well, okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to take her down, but I'm in Florida, Panhandle, and it is hot. Karen says I'm on an island, so you know it's hot, hot, hot. I love that. Okay, so let's put some more lights on. Maybe, Lonnie, it wasn't like I finished it. I just kind of, because I left the live and it wasn't really finished. But yesterday, most of this was done. The only thing that I added was the bows. And then I just turned on the lights. That was it. And right now I'm adding lights to this Norfolk garland that I'm simply loving. How many of you guys are using the Norfolk garland this year versus the Douglas? I think it's the Douglas fir is what we've been using in the past. And even though I don't have really a rhyme or reason how I'm putting this together, it's really simple when I take this off, you guys. I just find one end and just start untwisting it. And it's pretty simple. I don't like it in a Christmas tree. I will be honest. It's too thin for a Christmas tree. I need to add some batteries to this. This live should not take an awful long time, guys. So I know your time is precious, and I just love the fact that you guys are here. I appreciate that. But we're going to do our thing, and we're going to go home. Well, you guys are already home, but we're going to get on with the day. All right, so I just turned on. This is one pack of lights. If you guys can see how that is looking. And let's turn on the second. That is the second pack. So with these lights, right now they're flickering every which way, but you can turn them on. There's actually 7, I think there's 7 or 8 settings that you can do. Okay, let's get the remote. Here is the remote control. So I can turn them off with the remote control. You can turn them on. And there's 8 channels that you can actually set this to, depending on the mode that you want. I kind of like a subtle blink. Either I want them on the entire time or a subtle blink. That fast blink for me, it's almost like a disco kind of thing. And that's a little bit too much. Or I like them like this, how they have like a halo effect. They'll bleed in, they'll come out, that sort of thing. So now that I've got my lights together, I can hide this. I'll move my batteries. I think I'll move them over here. All right, so once they're up and you can see them, if you need to adjust your wiring, feel free to do so. But I kind of like cheated. I did cheat a little bit, Lonnie, because I turned this room off at night because I really wanted to see the way it was going to light up just in this corner with the cranberry, which can be a little dark, right? And then I've got the dark bubble vases. I don't even know if I've shared these with you guys. I use these vases year round. There, can you see this one here? No, you can't. All right. I'll show you guys the bubble vases because they are, I love them. They're phenomenal. Okay, let's see what we've got going here. I brought the garland that you're using last year from Hobby Lobby. That was the cheapest. I did get the wreath from Crate, I think, on sale at the end of the season. Girl, that's what you're supposed to do, Gina. Mimi, yesterday, no, oh, the sledge wasn't up? Yes, it was. I think. Yeah, because that was done a couple of days ago. On the mantle was not finished. I have a king eye. Mama deers had no bows. You write about the deers. Glory to God, I'm back. Hi, Sheila and Cambria. The fairy lights are really festive. Where can I buy them? This particular set of the fairy lights, I'm linking you guys because these are on Amazon too. And I like them, and I shared that with you guys for several reasons. I like the thin wire. I like the fact that it's remote control and they're battery operated. Last year, if you guys remember, in the kitchen, I had garland up above in the bubble chandeliers, and then I had the floating candles from the ceiling. Well, the garland had the fairy lights, the twinkle lights on there. So even if you want to check now, they should be on my like to know page under Christmas. But again, when this video goes up for the replay, all of these things will be linked. So anything that's available now, you guys will catch and see. Let's add the next item. Okay, I'm going to add the black deers. You guys have seen these deers all over the internet. Let me show you what that looks like. And this helps with, if you guys can see that. I love this one. This one's from Pottery Barn. And guys, there is a difference where you're purchasing them from. I think this was Walmart last year. Again, I'm going to link everything that I can link for you guys. All right, so on this table, I will have two strong statement pieces or statement things that create the mind to think and invoke thought. This is one of them. So this setup that I'm having here now, and as I come back to this side of the room, so for me, if you can imagine having my fire lit, I've got the black instead of the gold, because these come in a gold or a bronze. And that black, I'm carrying that on because of the black fireplace. I cannot omit the amount of black accents that I have throughout my home. So I'm embracing that. And I love it though. It's just a little bit of something, but it's so rich and it's impactful. So the black fireplace, when the fireplace is on, I am not turning the fireplace on now, just for the camera because it's hot. And even though I can crank the air down, most designers, they're cranking the air down just to give you guys, you're going to get the vibe. And you get the vibe of me sitting here, having a cup of tea, having some coffee, and just chilling. And all of this beauty around me, I am going to be just zen. Okay, let's add a couple of more pieces. And I'm doing this from this end, but I think I want to go here. And I'm just creating kind of like a family of deer. Is this okay? Yeah, that one's okay. And then here's a smaller one. All right, I think that's a stunning. Can you guys see that? Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys can see. And then the other thing I want to make sure is you can hear me. Let me know if you guys are hearing me well. Gina is saying, hey, Mimi, that's stunning. Sis is, don't worry, we love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Her home is in the house, and she says, you're so blessed. My husband has banned me from any and everything Christmas decor related to the 1st of November through January. I can celebrate Christmas all year long. I love that for you. Gina, I bought the garland. She said from last year. And Lonnie is saying, okay, I read that one already. Sheila, glory to God. I think I'm up to date. The fairy lights. I'm totally up to date, I think. Sometimes you have to scroll up. but I think I'm up to date on the comments. So you guys can see this well, and I'm questioning it because I'm looking at the monitor and it looks so to me. But it could be an age thing because my eyes are bad. So what I will do for this is I want to add something very simplistic, and that is these little ribbons. Now they have these ribbons on Amazon that you can buy now already pre-done, but I mean, it's just a little ribbon. You can make a little bow. If you can tie your shoes, you can make a bow. And I want to add that here just to adorn it a little bit and give it a little bit of simplicity. I need to cut the extra off. And I'll probably do just one more. I won't do it for all of them. That's really pretty. I'm liking the fact that this ribbon, you can twist it around your finger and you can create a swirl. Okay, so that is it right there. The only other thing that I'm going to add to this portion of it is I will have some candles here because candlelight is another one of the elements that you can add to your cocktail table so that it gives you that designer look. This could have been in the center of the table all by itself, but I have something else that I want to bring here to this side of the table and just to finish it off a little bit. All right, so let's move this back. Uh-oh, I caught you a little bit. Now, the other thing that I'll probably do with these deers, because I have little people in my house now that comes to visit quite often. So I'll probably use the Muslim glue underneath this. Matter of fact, I know I will. And I may give you guys a demonstration today. I will do that. Let me go get some because that stuff, I love it. Let's go get that. Hold on, guys. All right, I should have done this before I put everything on top here, but I'll take a few of these off and I'm going to show you. I love this stuff so much. I have 3 different kinds. I don't know which one I love the most. I really don't. I think I can say something that's heavy. I will probably use the strip, but something like this. I think I'm just going to use a little bit of this one. And let's see. And this is going to help. Like, I don't mind her touching it. I just don't want it to fall because of all the pointiness. I don't want it to fall. And she's still little and hit her in the head, right? We don't want that. So I try to make sure that everything is safe. Even my vases that I have on top, sitting up on something, I will place this museum glue. Okay, these are sticking already because I could barely get that up. And I mean, it sticks. So this is the lightest of these. I'll use the another one for the second, but I can turn this over and it is not going to move. I can raise it up Okay, so that one came loose a little bit when I'm trying to raise it up. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys with the other one that I have. So let's pull this off. It's really easy to use once you put it on, and I'm gonna take it off. You just kind of like pull it off. That's it. There's no damage. I mean, I've placed it on my pedestals. I haven't, what I don't do is I don't reuse it. For sure, I won't reuse it. This one I use, and it's white in color, but it's just as effective. I've put this underneath my heavy pots. And it gives me the same effect. I'm gonna just turn it all over right now. And you don't need that much. I don't think I've ever used it on anything like this. I'm going to show you guys with this vase too. I think that might be better. So let's say, I think I had it here because once I stick it on, I don't want to waste it. And I'll show you guys with the vase what it does as well. Let's turn that over. I've only been using this stuff for maybe about 3 years, and I started using it for my clients' valued things that they find really valuable. You know, they'll say, well, this can't be replaced. And once a client tells me that, I get a little nervous, but not that much nervous about handling something like that. I'll probably put this here. Let's just sit it here for now. As I had all kind of stuff sitting in there. Hold on, guys. Okay. I wasn't even planning on using this vase here, but we're going to see. All right, so let's lift it. I'm literally tugging at this and it's not coming off. It just is not coming off at all. Now I'm wasting it because I wasn't planning on using that there. I might keep it there. Let's just keep it there for now. Okay, let's see if you guys have any questions. And child, I didn't already misplace these glasses. Here we go. All right. Yes, hearing you extremely well. Thank you so much. Sheila says she's hearing Addie had some deer similar to those last year. Moreau creates. Yes, I can hear you clearly. I appreciate you guys letting me know. Little Mac is in the house. Hey, can I buy the Muslim glue from Walmart? I don't know if Walmart has it. What is the name of the adhesive? Yes, we hear you. It looks great. Cambrio, is that the name of the adhesive? I believe so, but not sure. I'll tell you guys what I have here. One of them is still in the jar. So let's see what the jar says. Hold on. Okay, so this is the lighter one. It's the clear. And when I say lighter, to me, it gives a lighter hold. It says clear Muslim glue. For securing glass. There's no name. All right. This one is by Alkaline, and this is called Sticky Putty. So you might be able to find it at Walmart. I don't know. But again, I'm going to link because all I do is just go back into where I purchased it and it was probably an Amazon thing. And I'm going to send you guys the direct link of what it is that I have. So you can't get it wrong. I just link it in the description. but I love this stuff. I've never looked for it at Walmart. I'll get it at like my wholesale florist. I can get it there all day long. And hopefully this didn't come from that. But if so, I'll see, can I find a retailer that has the same thing? I love this stuff. This was the third one that I have. And obviously I don't know the name of this one because I took it and I repackaged it, which I do a lot. I'll repackage stuff into things that are storable for me. But I love this. I love this stuff. I'm not even taking this off yet because I wasn't even planning on using it here, but okay, we're gonna make it work. So we've got that. I'll put this one here, and then I'll put this one here, and let's go with the little one there. And I can always add something in there to make it festive, but it might be changing my decor. All right, if it is gonna change the decor, I'm gonna take that vase off of there and I'm gonna move it. But I think I can find something to put in there that's gonna be cute. All right, let's move along. All right, next up, guys, I'm gonna add this wreath. This year, I'm using my wreaths in different ways other than hanging them up. I'm laying them down on the table and placing them inside of vases. So this is what I'm going to do here. I wanted to come over a little bit. Even though it's two different wreaths, like this is a North Fork, this is the Douglas, I think it's gonna work out. I really do, based on what I'm gonna add and how I'm gonna switch things up a little bit and then add some candles to the space. So this is what I'm placing here and the wreath. All right, this one, this wreath lights up, but I can't get the lights to work. I don't know why they're not coming on. I switched the batteries like 2 or 3 times. It's battery operated, so I'm gonna add some fairy lights to this wreath. Okay, let's get some more fairy lights. Oh, this is so pretty. I must have added or ran out of these because I have like 2 dozen of these for all my other lights, because I'm really shocked each time I'm pulling one of these out of the container and it is double wrapped. I'm completely shocked about this. I would never do this, but I probably just ran out and didn't have time to order more. But this saves it just saves me. Okay, so what you guys see in terms of the cocktail table now, I hope will make the final cut, but as I'm looking and changing and working in this room, I might end up changing it. And just now off the fly, I'm thinking I might change it, but we'll see. I'm gonna stay with it for a second. That's kind of like how my head works sometimes. I can start one way and then it's just going to lead me somewhere else, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, I'm going to remember to leave that out. So I'm literally wrapped up in the lights. They have wrapped around my legs. That's wild. That's crazy. All right. So I'll just meander this through. There will be no, rhyme or reason how I'm getting it through. I just want to place it underneath. So I guess if there's a thought about something, I am placing it underneath. I'm trying not to place it on top. So that's the light. I like it when the light comes from underneath something and it illuminates through whatever it is that you've placed the lights on, instead of having lights at the end, at the top, and then you're seeing a bunch of tips everywhere. To me, that's not flattering for Christmas decor or any decor, really. Some of the fall videos that are coming up, you guys are going to see this cabinet that I purchased. It's an inexpensive cabinet. I try not to use the word cheap, but it's so inexpensive. But I've added a few things to it, and I've turned it up, and it looks like it's from RH. I'm literally going to say it looks like it's an RH cabinet, and I love that. Okay, so let's get some more batteries. Any question about the museum putty, guys? Oh, someone, Sis is saying she found a similar brand at Michael's. Okay, have you used it to make sure that it's really good? Mimi, how do you spell it? Hold on, I'll let you guys know. Pop the Dom. It's gorgeous in there. Thank you. It is called Artist Putty. Okay, and so Ann says, yes, she's used it before and it works. What did I do with it? How do you spell it? Okay. It's spelled ALCOLIN. ALCOLIN. Let's turn the lights on to this baby. Okay. So you guys can see, when I turn it off, where's the remote? Okay. I usually keep the remote right there, but while I'm moving around, I don't know what I did with it. All right, it will come up, yeah? It has to come up. Oh, here it is. All right, you guys can see, okay, perfect. All right, that is exactly how you spell it. Thanks for putting that in the chat for me. All right, so we've got those two things going. Now I know that I'm gonna add some books. So let me get that. And I wanna keep the books kind of light. So this is a very light, creating a little contrast. We're gonna go with light and then maybe dark. And I love this. You guys know this is one of my favorite books. I just love looking at all of the clothing, reading about the story. I like that. I want to do a couple of more books. All right, a lot of these books I do buy. I love the backing. I love the coloring on some of these books. Do I actually have time to look at them? Yes. Sometimes I'll leave an open book. I'll put it on a stand and leave it just open to a beautiful page. And that looks, so this is the way, can you guys see the way this whole table is coming together now? I still have, it's such a large table. that I still have area for drinks if I want to. We're not really eating here at this table, even though we have the larger one in the back. We do a lot. If we're going to sit around the table and eat, we do a lot of that back there. Now I'm going to share with you guys something else that I just got maybe a month or so ago. Hold on, let me go and get it. All right, let's see. Can you guys, did I end this? No, it's still going. Okay, I'm loving this. And I might, you know what, I'm trying to think about what am I going to put on here now that I've placed that there so that I don't waste the putty. But I might put a candle inside of it. I think that would look really cute. And then I'm able to have another candle there. All right, guys, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. And I'm sharing this in the fall videos, but it's just a tabletop lamp. I want to get another one. Actually, I want to get two more, but I'm probably going to hold myself back and refrain from that. But look at that. I love that. You have different temperatures for the light. Oh gosh, that's just gorgeous. So I want to place that here, and I'm placing it on the darker. Oh, I hope you guys can see it. I'm placing it on top of the darker table, the darker book. This looks so good just to sit here and have that. The other thing that I want to place on here is another candle, because then I'll have a candle on this corner and a candle over here, and I think that looks good. But I'm just loving this light fixture here right now. And I've placed it in a couple of other areas in the family room. That's where I've been using it most, in the kitchen. And I put it on the table. It looks so good. Spoiler alert, I painted my kitchen table. So this on top of that dark, it just looks really rich. It looks amazing. So yeah, if you can get your hands on one of those, I would. It's a little bit of a splurge, I think. I don't know, maybe $50 or something. That might be a splurge. Okay, let me see if I can catch up. I like what I see. Simply gorgeous. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Please hit the like button and push this video to others. Yes, I'm bad at this. I keep forgetting to tell you guys that. Okay, so is it Grecia, I think. Help me pronounce your name. And she's all the way here from Dominican Republic. Everybody say hello, please. I keep forgetting to remind you guys to hit this like button. Can you guys hit the like button? Please hit the like button. There's several of you guys here. Hit the like button so YouTube can push it out to others. Gloria says, sorry, I had to step out while you answered questions earlier. Did you say that that was Mrs. Kloss? Yes, it is. And where can I purchase her? I will definitely link. The light on the table warms the space very well. Thank you, V. I think it does. And Sis, are you saying bye? Are you leaving? Or are you saying hi? You're saying hi to everybody, I think. Hi. Oh, help me pronounce your name, because I believe it's beautiful. So I want to know how to pronounce your name. And welcome to the live is what Little Mac is saying. I don't want to butcher it. Okay. So we've got all of this greenery, right? So everything is pretty dark coming from, and I'm saying it's not dark, but I'm saying it's darker. We've got the white table for the base. We've got green sitting, which is our greenery that we're adding to the season, making us think that everything is just fresh and luscious and gorgeous. I've got the dark pillows on the backdrop, and they complement the cranberry that's going on the table, on the fireplace, excuse me. Then we've got the brown stick trees. I think everything works together and it's not too much. But what I will do and what I want to do is drop in another white vase. Look at this, guys. This is simply stunning. And wait till you guys see what it does when I drop in something that is an opposite color and bring up, and I'm elevating this. And I'm going to drop it right in here on this wreath. And I think I set it on, no, I thought I set it on the channel little monitor. I'm going to set that right there on the wreath. And I think it just opens up the space even more. I'm creating texture because this has perforated. It's got the little dots around. It's not ceramic, it's like clay. So I'm very delicate with it, but it is strong and it's heavy. So I've placed that there, and to me, it just opens up. It creates so much contrast from the green, from the black that's over here, the black tying in with the fireplace, and it looks magnificent. Now, remember when we did the entry hall and I was deciding between placing the bulbs that I had, the Christmas bulbs, or we were going to do the bubble stems. And I said, well, I'm going to use them somewhere else. Well, I think I'm going to use them here. So I'm just going to step over and drop them in and think about what it is, how it works for me in this space. But I think in my head, it's going to be awesome, but we're going to see. So I'm just dropping them in here, no, specific order, making sure that they just get in. And I might add more, I may not. This is the same amount that I had. Let's pull this one out if I can. No, I want to stick it in. This is the same amount that I had for the entry hall that I was going to use. What do you guys think? Do you think it adds to the space or it take away from the space? Give me your thoughts. It can't hurt my feelings. This is a good time. This is a good time for you guys to leave some feedback. Some of these I need to take out and bend it a little bit. I think it's, woo. Now I think it's stunning. I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think it's absolutely stunning. And so keep in mind, again, when I come into the room, I'm entering the room from this point here. So I'm getting ready to see all of this lusciousness. And to me, it's like Christmas magic. Okay, I think that's sitting on something. All right. Let me see if you guys have any questions. Girl, watching you create. Okay. Hello from the Dominican Republic. Yes, love the light on the table. I'm definitely going to try that. I think it just creates a contrast that looks really good. I love it. I could not find them at Hobby Lobby. They'll be there. These have been, she's talking about the bubble. She's talking about the gumball size of the pearls. They've been there, I want to say, for at least the last 5 years. So I think that they'll be back. Oh, that vessel is gorgeous. That vase nestled in the wreath is a vibe, and it ties everything together. I thought it would. I love it. Finishes it off. It does finishes this table off. I need to find a candle. I want to put a candle there that's going to fit. So since I wasn't thinking about it, I don't have it right away. Let me see if I can check another room. Okay, I think this is going to fit. I think it's going to look really good. And so I want something that's going to sit down inside of the vase. I don't want it to protrude or come up. And I think, yeah, that's perfect. All right, let's light that puppy. Hold on. Wow. This just looks like, I don't know, it's just so magical in this space. When I come back in here and I see this, it's super, super magical. Let's light that up because I think this is going to be, oh my gosh. Okay, so I use a lot of battery operated candles, but you know what? You really just can't beat having that flame. You just can't beat how that flame illuminates something, and it's just gorgeous. All right, I'm going to turn you guys around. All right, so I've shared with you guys 5 elements to getting your cocktail table to look like a designer. I mean, this could be in a store. You could walk in a store and see this exact same setup and you would want to buy it. I would hide some of these wires because I'm still seeing a little bit too much wire there, but I'm loving this. What do you guys think about the concept of using the wreath as a base and adding a vase on top of the wreath? And so I've created 3 different element textures and layers just with this one piece. Layer number 1 would be the wreath, the vase, and the vase is already textured, and then adding in the gumball pearls, and that would be the 3rd one, I think. I'm at the 3rd. And then the 4th would be this cherry. It's the gold cherries that I'm placing in here, or pearls, whatever you want to call them. And I just strategically kind of like just drop them in, or non-strategic, dropping them in, like this one's falling out. So I'm going to make sure that it gets back in here and it sticks. All right. So I want them to be more structurally sound instead of just kind of flopping all over the place. That's why I'm playing with this a little bit more. All right, let's go on to the other table on the other side of the room. Like I said, I'm not going to hold you guys. We're going to knock this out of the park and just get it done. Let me move a couple of things. I will move this over to here. All right, so I think after this video, we're going to move to another part of the house. And the rest of this room, I'll get together off camera so that when Lonnie sees the video when it comes out for Christmas, and she's going to be like, oh my God, how did I miss it? I'm telling you in advance, these other areas, I probably will not do on camera. Let me add my ottomans back. So I have these 2 ottomans that I keep here, and I keep these here really year round. My granddaughter loves them. and it's just another sitting place for us. And I love them. They need to have a cleaning because I've got some stuff on here that I need to get off. But so far, so good. I'm going to turn you guys around and we're going to start working with the table over here. Don't mind the sofa. I haven't set that portion up and I haven't set up the back side of that, but let's talk about it, right? Let's turn you guys around. Let's see how to do this. And hopefully I can get an angle that you guys can see. All right, let's see what you guys are seeing. Okay, that's not bad. Let's get you guys over, I think, this way. Yeah? Okay, you guys can see okay? Somebody leave it in the chat and let me know what you guys can see. This sofa is still done from, I think we did yellow this summer, so I haven't switched out the pillows over there. I will be addressing them, but I am bringing in, I'm going to bring in this cranberry pillow for this side. And I haven't decided if I'm going to work with the brown because I love that. Let's move this because this will not be here. I haven't decided if I'm going to work with the brown. I did add this table, but this table has been here for a while. I'm not sure on which of these browns that I'm going to add. You guys, if you want, you can get a chance to vote. But the cranberry is staying for sure. I'm just not sure. I haven't decided if I'm going to add which one of these browns I'm going to add. And I think I'm going to do this one because I love the texture against this pillow there. I think I really want to do that. And I might even do something like this on this side. Oh gosh, she's so pretty. I love pillows. How many of you guys love pillows in your home and decorating with pillows? I love it. I cannot lose it. Is that the mirror covering the window? Yes. Or the mirror wall? Yes. The dark brown. Thank you. So so you want to see, Lonnie, the dark brown with the pattern. This one here. Can you guys see that? That's the one you're thinking about. Okay. All right, let's sit her because she can always go on this side. All right, let's move this. Let's move it over here. I keep my little round. Oh, that looks so good. The little round pillows, you guys, I'll link these too. And not only that, my granddaughter loves to play with them. I love the fact that it is a different texture. So one of the reasons why I added the texture white bowl on the other side is because I've got my Minka vase that I knew that I wanted to use back on this side back here. So now I'm bringing from one side of the room something similar to the opposite side of the room. Okay. Let's see. All of the things that I plan on using. What are you guys thinking about doing this year for your cocktail table? I can't keep these glasses for the life of me. I'm trying to catch up on the, okay, so Kimberly is saying she's used a wreath on her cocktail table before. However, I did use fairy lights. Love the fairy light look. I love that. I'm going to do that, Gloria is saying, this year. I think it's great. For me, these are easy things that you can do. Yes, I can see it. Is that the mirror wall? I could have answered that one already. And then we've got, I love the pillows too. I'm doing cranberry too this fall. And that is Gloria's hair. I'm loving that cranberry. Veronica says she loved those pillows. More create. I love the pillows. The more, the better. I love pillows. I literally lay on my pillows when I'm comfortable and just lounging around. I do winter, white, and silver, and cranberry. Oh, that sounds delicious. Mimi, we need a bank account for decorating. I will say it's easier if you do budget a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Because I have to budget myself. Can you imagine? You guys, each time, I mean, I've finished, I'm going to say hundreds of homes for my clients, right? At this point in my career. Can you imagine? Most of my projects are different in itself. They're just different projects. And I would always find something. I would come home with one little something. I had to edit myself and say, stop, you cannot. You do this for a living. You can't come home and change this or change that every single time. It can get expensive. So yeah, it does help to have a little bit of a budget. So I'm saying that to say I started budgeting myself and I started saying to myself, okay, I'm going to spend X amount of dollars a month. That's it. Or I would say to myself, after I finish a job, I'm going to spend X amount of dollars and I'm going to do whatever. And it's not about, for me, I have designer purses and shoes and all that stuff, but it gets old after a while. But to purchase a table that you like, i.e. this table here that I simply love, or to purchase a lamp that you like or a chandelier that you like, it goes so much further than a pair of shoes or a new bag. So I take my time, and I will say sometimes I will just budget for that one thing. All right. Let's get started with this. And I need to wipe off the table because I've been storing stuff on top of it. You guys should have seen this room yesterday. I've just been taking stuff and moving it left and right before I'm moving it out to storage. And so I noticed by me moving some stuff, leave something in the comments because I need to clean my rugs. I need to spot clean. The rugs aren't filthy. They're ivory. But I'm seeing where we've had a few people to do some damage to the rug. So I need to spot clean these rugs. Now, I'm the type of person that if I don't get a spot up, I'm picking the rug up. So help me so that I don't pick the rug up. I want to get these spots out. So if you guys know some good cleaning things that I can do or use and I can spot clean this rug, that would help me out greatly. All right, so we've got a round table that's got a couple of scratches on it. We're not going to talk about who did it, but it has a couple of scratches on it. I'm gonna let that slide. Why I have these scratches on it, because I'm sure I'll find something that I can just buff out and fix the scratch on my table. Let's get started with, I'm going to do a similar effect, but I'm going to add vases here. I'll just show you guys better than I can say it. Here we go. Where are my vases? All right. Let's add the vases first. Since I've got so much cranberry on this side of the room, I'm only going to have a little cranberry over here. And this is a low profile table. The table is 60 inches in diameter. So it's a big table and it's able to accommodate large pieces. So I'm going to do kind of a triple effect, and I'll have vases on the table. And I love that. I thought about going black, but I'll tell you guys why I didn't go black, because I have so much of the cranberry over here. I'm going to keep this very, very light and airy. And in front of the off-white sofa, I think it's going to look good. This is another one of those slip covered sofas. Most of my sofas are slip covered. This one's slip covered as well. Let's see if I can show you guys. The color underneath this sofa is kind of taupey. It's like a light mocha taupe. And even when I'm working with clients, I try very hard to ask them, especially if they have kids, to slip cover a sofa, because a lot of these clients spend and pay a lot of money for a sofa. I mean, sofas can run anywhere from $1,000, but most people don't want $1,000 sofa, to $10,000 and $15,000 for a sofa. So I often say slip cover it so that you can have that piece for years and years to come. Let's get another vase. These are the paper mache vases. Look at that. This little vase trio effect that I've been doing. I think I did it last spring. I did that. Was it spring or summertime? I did that, and I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. I will be using some more of the cranberry because we need to bring some cranberry to the side. So when my vases are not in use, I cover them up, especially when I'm taking them to the warehouse for storage. It's not a big deal for me because I want to keep something and have it for years and years to come. So I will take the time to cover something up. All right, this one's heavy. I really need to check to see. Matter of fact, I'm going to do it now. I need to check and see if there's felt underneath, especially this dark table. And it's not necessarily me. It's the other people that I live with sliding things up and down. Okay, so we need to add felt. I'll add felt to these two. Give me a second. Let me check any questions while I'm over here. Oh, Don. Okay. So let's see. More Create says you have a storehouse garage for storage, acrylic angel crystal holders. Oh, you know what? Those acrylic angel crystal holders sound amazing. We'll use the white wreath around the angel. That's beautiful. I totally agree. I love spending more on decor than I do fashion, and that's Glenn. Yes. You use Dawn dish soap or the power wash. Okay, so do you mix that with water? And then Lily Mack is saying, I buy off season. Yesterday, I bought spring decor at Hobby Lobby at 90% off. Wow, that's a big saving. I need to go over there. Janet Thomas is here from Tennessee. She's saying hello. You guys say hi to Janet, please. Lonnie, I got a $90 deer at Hobby Lobby 2 weeks ago for $8.90. What? Shut the front door. One Atlas was broken. I carried it as my hand luggage. I got the evil look on the plane coming back to Canada. I'll be fixing it up. That sounds like a steal. Little Max said, oh my G, super smart. I'm going this weekend. That is smart. Little Max says, well, high-end look on a budget. Yes, ma'am. Maybe try Bissell Woolite Advantage Carpet Cleaner. Okay. Okay. Hi, Janet. Everybody's saying, and yes, mix it with water. I'm going to try it because it's going to bug me. It's like, I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little spots, and it's going to bug me. I came this way to go and get, guys, I forgot. I'm going to get the felt. All right, these vases, I'm going to have these forever. Two of these I picked up, you guys, I think I want to say a year or so ago at Home Goods. These two. Or this one for sure. This one may have came from West Am. But this paper mache, it is all the rave. And if you can get it, I would say buy it. This is going on a couple of years now for me. And it's still very popular. It's getting expensive. Like I saw one, it was super, super small. And it may have been at Pottery Barn. I'm not sure where it was, but it was like $75. I'm like, come on, people. They can be expensive. So if you catch them, you know, get it. You may not know. And this is another thing that I say often. I may not know how I'm going to use it, or not how, or where I'm going to use it in a certain location in the house. But if it has a shape to it, or if it's unique, I will still buy it. Okay. So let's put that in there. So now, you guys, I don't have to worry about my table being scratched or none of that because I'm adding felt. Even with people cleaning, I'm not concerned with it. So I've already got to fix this table. If you guys could see this, I mean, it's a large scratch in the table. It is huge. All right, I got to get one more. Everybody that knows me, they know that I'm getting ready for Christmas already. Like I said, it's nothing for me to have started in July. So I'm positioning these, and I'm positioning them so that they can be, remember, even though I have a focal point on that table, on the opposite side, you would still need a focal point on this table. So this method of styling a cocktail table or works for any type of table. That one over there is rectangular. And you guys saw how I really had two focal points, but I did the elevation, and then I had some greenery, candles. It always works for a table. So this is going to be my focal point, or this setup is my focal point for this table. The vases by themselves, they speak volume because it is unusual. It is not usual to have a round table and then you stick 3 vases on a table. When you go into like West Am or Crate and Barrel and they're selling their vases, you see stuff like this all day long. They'll put 3 different vases, and it doesn't have to be from the same family. This is a different shape from this on a table, and it looks really good. All right, so what I'm going to add to this one, guys, a little bit different. I'm going to put the wreath over the vase, and it'll make sense later on. So just trust me. All right, let me see how that is. I think that's crooked, and it is. All right, so I need to fix this one. I think once it's said and done, it's dangling because of this. There we go. Let's get 2 more. And I'm going to fluff this out before I put the wreath there. Guys, let me take the time to do that. Because remember yesterday, I think it was yesterday, and I didn't fluff out the garland, one of the garlands, and I paid for it later on because you could see that I didn't fluff it out when I started adding all kind of stuff on it. Yep. So with this, I will be taking, and I'm going to, let's take that off. I am going to affix this reef. So I will be affixing the reefs to the vase, but right now for this purposes, just showing you guys it's not going to be affixed. Now this reef is, it has lights as well. All right, and you can, and I think it has, you can place it on time, on a timer. You know what, by the time I add, let's see. All right. I will take the time to fix the reef onto the vases, but I love this effect. So what am I doing with this, right? I've got green on that side, the greenery. I want to add greenery to the table, but I want it to be a little bit more simplistic, but at the same time, I do like sophistication. So that is the reason why I'm choosing the smaller wreath to add here. And I think that this is going to be stunning. Let me get my floral wire, and I want to affix this to the vases so I won't have problems, because I am going to address this and bring in some of the cranberry that we have over there. I'm going to bring it to this side of the room, and that way my room is pretty much going to be complete. Okay, what do you guys think about the vases and then adding the reef on top? Oh, that looks stunning. Okay. So furniture crayon. I don't think I've heard of that. I love the vases. My favorite thing to do is create floral arrangement, artificial art, natural. And Linda's here from Houston, Texas. Everybody tell Linda hi. I don't know if I know furniture crayon. I've heard of furniture markers. So is the crayon different than the marker? Is it a different texture? Somebody comment and let me know. I am loving this. I am loving having the vase. I don't know. I'm really loving the simplicity of this and the fact that it's a little bit different. Having the vase, placing the vase on the table, and then putting the reef on top of the vase instead of the reef being below. I'm really loving that. I am digging that a lot. Okay, so I'm just going to attach the reef, the wire to the reef first, just by adding the floral wire. And then I will be taking it through and tying it here. And this just makes sure that it's secure, because I will be adding some items on the reef. That's it. All right, so now it's not going to fall off, which it doesn't need to be completely stable. I just need it so that it doesn't start falling off. Like it's not going to fall down. And I don't think it's going to fall down anyway once, let me affix this one on this side a little bit more on the front. What are you guys watching on television? Do you guys get with the Netflix and chill and watch shows on television? Or are you guys just strictly YouTubers? Sometime on my spare time, I think I just be watching YouTube sometimes. I try to catch up on videos. Podcasts, listening to different takes. Have you guys seen the Keke Palmer podcast? She has some interesting guests on her podcast, and the Craig Robinson and Michelle Obama podcast. I watched that one. Okay. Now this puppy isn't going anywhere. Let's cut the extra wire. All right, I'm going to use this to tie down the other two. All right, so if you didn't have, or if you're using a pot that doesn't have handles like this one has handles, you can always tie it down with Velcro. The extra, you can get it at Home Depot, and I use Velcro a lot. I will use Velcro for a mirror that I want to make sure is not going to come out of the wall. And it is called, I want to think, is it called commercial Velcro or heavy duty Velcro? And you could have Velcroed this to the vase. I'm trying to go as fast as I can with this portion of it because I know it's boring. But I have to do it now because I'm going to be adding to this. So if I don't do it now, I think I'm going to have a problem, and my ornaments and stuff is going to be falling all over the place. Let's see if you guys have questions while I'm tying that down. Hi, Mimi. Cheryl is here again late. Cheryl, you're fine. You're never late. I love it. You're here. Thank you. Okay, so we've got markers and wax crayon for furniture scratches. Where do I get it? I'm loving that beautiful look. It's so different. And then Pauline is saying, YouTube, I've been watching your shows. I appreciate that. Gloria is saying she's 99% YouTube as well. I spend a lot of time on YouTube if I can. It's just easy, right? I'm sure YouTube will love to hear that. It is so easy. Okay, I'm going to turn it this way, push it back, and So I'm just threading this through the handles and back around just to secure it a little bit more so that it is not wobbling all over the place. And because I'm going to add some picks and maybe some bulbs to make it even heavier, I know it's going to be moving. I'm just taking the wire through the wreath and back around the vase as many times as I need to get it affixed. I think that's going to be it. I think it's going to move, but it's not going to fall off. All right, we've got one more. I could use a little bit of this. This one sits a little bit higher, so it's not going to move as much. And I probably could have taken the limbs and tied it around, but this is kind of like a small. So the limbs are not that long. If it was the North Fork, I probably could have done that. All right. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, guys. So I think this one's crooked a little bit. I'll fix it and adjust it later. Okay, so let's add. Now, I want to bring in the gold. So let's add some picks throughout here, and I'm just going to place them. And this is really going to be simplistic, but stunning. And now I'm placing the picks, and I hope you guys can see that. Let me place a few more. And this just adds color, and it makes it really, really festive. Let me show you guys what that looks like. This is what that's looking like, just adding a little bit. So it's not like I'm adding a lot of the cranberry like I have on the other side. I won't do that because I don't want the room to be matchy-matchy, if that makes any sense. Where I have this cranberry is on the other side. It's on the mantle. I will just add maybe 1 or 2 pieces, not a lot of cranberry. I just want it to be a hint, very, very subtle, and so that it's not matchy-matchy. We'll add some more of the goat, but I'm going to show you guys. I probably won't even do all of these to keep the time down for the live, because I know you guys are probably ready to go. So I'll probably just do this one so you guys can get an idea of what it's going to look like. And then the next time you see the room, it's going to be when it's completely done, right? All right, so adding in the cranberry, adding in more of that red color, I'm just going to use a simple pick. And that's going to fill this up. Let's add a little cranberry here. The other thing that I can do to add more of this berry into this effect is I could cut the berries, cut some of the limbs from the berries and add that. If I don't want it to be super, super too much. Like for the smaller ones, I guarantee you I'm only going to use just one so that I don't overload with a lot of the berry. Can you guys see the gold? I know you can see the berry, but can you see the effect of me adding the gold in the wreath? and what that's doing to the decor for this. Let me step back over here. Yeah, I think you guys can see that. So let's work with, where are these? Nope. See how that just finishes that off? Now these picks, you guys can, you can get these picks anywhere. I've seen them. This particular pick is super old. This one might be 10 years or so because it has the fruit, it has the pine and different kind of fruits. And then it has like a frosting of the gold, a little frosting on there. But I've seen similar. And to be honest with you guys, I even use these small picks for my front door, for wreaths on the front door. So I'll probably finish this one because let me check and see how long we've been doing the live. And then you guys leave a comment. Let me know if you want me to continue and finish all three so that you can see it, or you can wait for the video to come out. Let's see. In Jamaica, we mostly use wreaths for funerals. When I use them for Christmas, everyone is like, okay, now I start using them for fall too. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. I like that. I like learning something new. You can get it at a higher end. So you guys are talking about, I think you're talking about the crayon, the furniture crayon. You can get it at a higher end store, a furniture store. Yeah, I used to get it through the trade. But this is the thing. So I used to get it a little bit through the trade, but I'll be honest with you. I work with a fine furniture finisher. Anytime that there's a problem on like my client's fine furniture, and they will come out and they, but it costs a couple of $100. They will buff it out and get it done. So I know I could do that. But this is one of those tables that it looks high end. It looks like a $4,000 table. It is not. I want to say this was a few $100 to the trade. So I don't want to spend that type of funds to get the scratch buffed out. So I'm going to try all of the things that you guys are saying right now and see how that is. So leave a comment. Let me know if you guys want me to finish this in the live, because I've kept you guys. I did one table already, so you probably already get the judge and the concept for decorating your cocktail table. And then you can get, you can see the video, the finished product video, and then we'll be good. All right, so let's take a look from this end. And I'm stepping back because it just tells me what do I need more of when I do that. Hold on. Wow. I didn't think that, and I hope you guys, I didn't think that this was going to be this pretty. It's really pretty. I thought it was going to be, different and a little unique, but this is really pretty. I mean, I could do this on a table. Like I should have probably did this on my dining table. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have done this on the dining room table. And walking in from the Christmas tree, I think that would have looked really gorgeous. Okay, so I'm just adding a few more of the gold to this one. And I'm gonna let these kind of like fall through. That is, okay, this is really, really pretty, especially adding the dark plum berries. And I wanna make sure I have some more for the other ones. Okay, so let's see if you guys have questions. Did I lose my glasses? No, here they are. All right, so we got putting the wreaths in the vases is a great idea. Please finish all three, says Little Mac. It makes no sense to me not having it so matchy-matchy. That makes sense to me. Oh, she said, it does make sense not having it matchy-matchy. What do you think about using white, silver, glass, and crystal for Christmas with the green garland? What do you think? White, silver, glass, and crystal, I think is gorgeous. Anything that's crystal is going to be gorgeous. Okay, so Karen is saying it's lovely. It's a beautiful vignette and it all ties everything together. Yeah, it's like your vases that have crown. I think I need to go back up. Let's see. Lonnie is saying, yes, Mimi, I was born in Jamaica. Wreaths are for funerals. I never knew that. Today I'm in Canada, 55 years old, and still won't use a wreath. Really? Cheryl is saying, finish them. Block butterfly. Oh, black butterfly. I love that. Hello, please tell me where I can find the white tree branches in your backyard. That's in the corner. It's so gorgeous. Okay, so you're going to have to help me, black butterfly, because I don't know where you're talking about. The white tree branches, you guys help me on this one. The white tree branches in the backyard in the corner. I don't know I don't know what you're referring to. I really don't. Okay. I only got a couple of you that says finish all three. So I'm going to work on this one and try to finish this one. Okay. So the next thing that's coming in, and this is the final thing that's coming in, and I'll show you guys. I think we got 2. We got 1. I am not sure. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull them all out. Oh, I'm loving that cranberry. I want to have a Christmas party now. I want to have a Christmas party this weekend. Okay, so I'm going to bring in the stick trees for this, but the difference is I'm going to have a frosted effect. So I'm going to show these to you guys. These are not labeled, so I'm not really sure, but the sizes will vary. And that's what I want. They better vary. But even if they don't vary, I only use part of it. Like I won't use the whole thing if it doesn't vary. But I think this is going to be such a gorgeous look. I've got the height over here with the wreath on the wall. And what I love about this effect here is I'm going to have the mirror. I'll be able to see this. Well, I can see everything in the room, but I'll be able to see this in the mirror. That's going to be a beautiful, beautiful vision. So for instance, if I couldn't use all of this, you guys, meaning the entire thing for whatever reason, I would only use half of it. And so I wouldn't add the bottom, but I want to show you guys with this one, what it looks like, what it will look like by using this. Okay. Now, I didn't twist up any of my fairy lights, but these lights are all twisted. Go figure. Okay. So let's take it. You guys can see me here. And all you do with these are so easy to put up. It's not even funny. Is you just fluff the stems in the area the way that you want. That's all I'm doing. I'm just literally fanning these stems out. Like I told you guys before, I use these at my mom's house. She loves them because they're so easy to do. She absolutely loves them. All right, this is the bottom. And so all I'm going to do is stick it in. All I'm going to do is stick it in the vase. And so I haven't even decided if I'm going to use the top or not. I may just use the bottom. I'm going to get a cord and see what this looks like. All right. And the only reason why I'm thinking I'm not sure is because I want that height variation. And this year, you guys, I'm not adding a bunch of, if you've noticed, there's not one green tree in this room. So the green tree that is in the entry hall is going to be it for this space. And normally it is nothing for me to have 10 or 15 trees in my house. But this year I'm really limiting that. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. Gorgeous. I love that. Okay, let me see if you guys have any questions. Yes, the ones in the room you're in. Oh, I thought you said, okay, I thought you said outside. I'm sorry. Yes, stay and do all three. The white tree in the rectangular pots, white tree. Okay, so are you talking about this tree here, the birch? This tree here? Let me know if you're talking about that tree. Let me get an extension cord so I can make sure that these are working. Okay, so right now, I would just plug this up over here. Okay. So right now, I'm going to just plug this up on the side wall, but for the remainder, the plug is going to come from the cocktail table. This is a low table down, and I'm going to go underneath the sofa. And this will be on a timer. Like, I don't know if you can see, yeah, that lamp. This lamp is on a timer, so I will plug everything into this one socket so that it works. Let's see. I think I got it. Yeah. Wow. Wowzer. Okay. You guys, leave comments. I love this stick tree. Last year, this was outside on the front porch. And the light that it gives, each one of these wires, okay, I'm loving it from behind. You guys tell me, tell me what you guys think about those stick trees. Okay, what did I do with my glasses? Okay, ciao. Oh, and this is different. This stick tree is different from the stick trees that I have on each side of the room. This one's different in two ways. The lights are different and the fact that it's frosted. And I hope this frost is picking up. So I haven't decided if I'm going to use this portion of it. Okay, so let me give you guys a close-up. This is what it looks like. And so not only do I have the stick tree here, but I also have, if I want to raise it, if I wanted it to be taller, and I'm not sure, I'm going to just sit it up here and see if I want it to be taller. And then I'll step back. I don't know. You guys decide. Can you see? Okay, no, you guys can't. There, let's turn that up. Okay, let's turn that up. You guys help me decide if I should keep it tall. So this is the taller. And let me light it up and I'll show you what that looks like tall. Even though I haven't fluffed it up, so you guys ignore that. But this is the tall. And the other option that I'm thinking about, like, I like it tall, but then again, I don't like it tall. And the only reason why I don't like it tall is because I'm leaving the birch in the corner. I'm leaving the birch in the corner. Let's take this off. So I want to still be able to see that tree on the opposite side, and I'm going to light that. So I think I'm going to leave that as my height. right here. And I'm editing myself as well, because with it being, okay, so let's talk about that. When it's taller, you guys are still going to get the vote, but I'm going to tell you the issues that I'm having, or the concerns I'm having. When it's taller, the focus becomes the height of the tree. Right now, the focus is the whole tree in itself, and the vase, and the fact that I've added the berries and the wreaths. This kind of looks like a garland instead of it being a wreath. The wreath is just a cheat. Instead of doing a garland and trying to affix the garland and do all of that, I'm just adding the wreath because it's a quick way of doing something and getting that same effect. So leave a comment, guys. Let me know what you think about the size of this. All right, don't forget, guys, I need you guys to like the video. Okay, so let's go. I think I need to go back. Yeah, I'm so behind. I'm sorry. And I don't even know if I can go back. Yeah, I can. All right. Okay, we're getting some people who want to stay and do all three. Gloria's loving it. Do you choose your mom, or she dictates? I choose for my mom. My mom is so good. Well, when I redo my mom's house, I don't ask my mom anything. She loves everything that I do. So she just trusts me. Like my clients, when you've seen my work and you've seen how many different projects that I have done, my clients just trust me. My client base is mostly, I'm gonna say mostly all referral based. So they've already seen my work at somebody else's house, somebody else's office, or whatever, somebody else's yard. And so it's a matter of call me, she'll take care of you. So my mother doesn't dictate. She doesn't. She's just, whatever it is that I do, she's gonna love it. I have a video, and I'm thinking about putting a video out of the last time that I did my mom's house was during, I think it was during COVID. Her coming in the door. Now, mind you, my kids were adults. Were they adults? Yeah, they were adults. Yeah. And so coming in the door and watching their grandmother have the Holy Spirit and fall out from how beautiful something was, they were looking like, "Grandmother, are you okay? Calm down, grandmother, calm down." It was the funniest thing to me. All right. So I like the short without the topper. So do I. I'm leaning towards that. It looks better without. Miss V is saying, Lonnie, no, remove. You guys, we're all on the same page. You are my people. I like the short. Either way, it's gorgeous, but I like the shorter way. You are my people. Keep it short. Simply beautiful. I love it, Cambrio says. Sheila is saying keep it short as well. It's looking very gorgeous. Your mirror looks beautiful, seeing everything in the room. Yes. I told you guys a story about this mirror, so it's not coming down anytime soon, and it's covering up a big window. And I know people say, well, why are you covering up a window? I get light in this room because I have windows all around, so I'm not really worried about light. Matter of fact, I get an awful amount of light in this room, especially in the evening time. So I am not worried about that. And the mirror projects light. I play with mirrors a lot in my decor, because even in a dark room, they will project light, and you would get so much light from using a mirror. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to try to finish. I'll put it, what I will do, guys, so that you can just get an idea and synopsis of what this is going to look like. I'll put in all three of the trees, and we can play with that. Okay. And then I think I'm going to finish everything else offline, so that you guys, because how long have we been on? Almost 2 hours. And I know you guys have other stuff to do. Y'all didn't come to play with me all day. Okay. Oh, here it is. Let's do the next one. And this may be the same size, but I hope not. It's supposed to be a little bit smaller. I don't think that these were sold in a set. These were a little bit more in cost because of the frosting. And I'm going to tell you guys, the lights are completely different. I love this light. It's a warm, subtle light. It's very, very, to me, very Christmas-like. I think this might be the same size. So if it is the same size, which I think it might be, what I will do is I will take this one back out and I'll stuff it and raise it about right there and then put it back in. I'll stuff it with paper and change it so that I can have some different elevation here. Because I definitely want a different elevation. So let's do this. What does it take me? 2 minutes to open up these trees and to put this tree together? It's not taking any time at all. I think this room is so pretty, you guys. I don't know. And it might be, I might be a little biased, but I think it's just stunning. All the things that are coming together. So because I've got so much going on, what I'm placing on this table is going to be super simple because I don't want each piece to compete. I want the room to come together and I just want it to scream like it's gorgeous. I don't want to necessarily compete. And I know I've got frost all over me. At the end of the day, it's so funny when I'm doing Christmas and I'm going out and about, my clients could always tell because I have glitter. I'll have glitter all over me. It is so hard to get that glitter off of you. You can shower, you can scrub. It's going to be in your hair. It's going to be everywhere. All right, so let's drop this one in. And no, I get a variation in height, which I like. So this one must be smaller. It is smaller. I like that. Let's plug this one up. Wow. That's so gorgeous. Wow. Wowzer, wowzer, wowzer. Dropping in all three of those. This is just, it's just magical. It is, I know how many times have I said that, but it's magical. Let's get the last one. Oh, gosh. Okay. I'm having such a good time decorating. It's not even funny. I'm looking for my scissors. I just had them. Here we go. I almost cut the wire. Let's see how I want to do this. Okay, because I think this one's tall. I think this is the tallest one. I knew I got them mixed up. So I think this is the tallest one. So I'll probably have to switch these two. And when I put them away this time, I will label them because that takes up time. I'll probably label them A, B, C, D, something like that. Okay. All right, let me see this one. I think I need to switch it with, let me see. Come on, little grasshopper. Let's see. I think for whatever reason, this looks bigger than this one to me. Let's see. Yeah, it is. So let's put this one here. And let me get this one. We'll put here. Actually, I'm going to switch those up. All right, I'm sorry. I forgot you guys were here. All right, let's add a little paper to this one. And I want it to stand up just a little bit more. So we'll stuff that a little bit. See if I have any more questions. Mimi, I looked away for a second and turned to this masterpiece. V, you are so sweet. I agree the trees can be a year-round thing. Okay, so who asked me the question about this branch back here? I don't think I answered it. If this is a tree back in the corner, you can go to your local outdoor nursery, like any place that has outdoor trees, and tell them you want to get the branch and you want to get it beechwood. I get mine are wholesale to the trade at a nursery. So that's how I know that you can go and do that. Now, when I place these outdoors, and that's what I thought you were talking about, because I put these 1 year for an outdoor video, they are all over the backyard. Over time, it changes the color to a regular dark tree, but inside of the house. Now, there is a material that you can use and dip your tree in, and it wouldn't change the colors. I just haven't done it. It's not that important to me. If this changes, now this has been here a few years. If it changes colors, I can either just put bleach in it and get it white again, or I can just purchase another one. They're not super, super expensive. Let me get some paper. Yeah, I think that's about where I want it to be. And let's stuff the sides of it. Let's get some more paper. Come on. So I'm stuffing this for support. Either I stuff with paper or I put sandbags in. I don't necessarily need any sandbags because even if I don't think I do, my grandbaby comes through and tugs or pulls it down, I don't think she can't really reach the she can't reach the top of this. So I don't think it's coming down. All right, let's plug the third one up. I need to get this cord to the back so that you're not going to see it. And I think that's it. Let's see what all three look like plugged up. Okay, wait, there we go. Wow. I think that's phenomenal. Just the treatment, that looks really good. Really, really good. All right, that's simply beautiful. Okay, guys, this is it. I am going to play with this, add in all of my little delicate beauties, and let's see if we have any questions, because I missed some of you guys' questions or comments. Go ahead and start shooting them in, because there is a delay. The only thing that I'm going to do left to this, I said the only thing, but then Lonnie says she came back and everything was different. I'm never going to forget that. The only thing that I need to do is dress up, finish dressing up and adding all of the berries and the things that I want to add to this. I will be straightening up these limbs a little bit more. Keep in mind, I will link every single thing. All of these things are linkable. Follow me on Instagram. Check out the like to know. Some of this stuff is already here, and I'm using things that I've already had. Like, there is nothing new on this table at all. Matter of fact, these things are over 10 years old. So I want to show you guys how I'm using or reusing what I have, and I just rethink it. I reuse it in a different way. I might put a couple of little things, you know, Christmas little snowman or something down here on the table. But for the most part, this is it. And this is stunning. And I'm loving what this looks like in the mirror from behind. I'm just loving that whole room, this transition, and the way it's coming together. Let me see if you guys have any questions before I let these beautiful people go. All right, so let me go back because I'm super behind on the comments. Let's see, she was saying that she's loving it. Karen, Mimi, I am like your mom. You can do no wrong. Oh my God. We are not bothered about the time, says More Create. Can watch your Christmas decorate on loop. It makes me so happy. I'm so pleased. Thank you, Jesus. Patricia says, hello, Mimi and everyone. Hi, Patricia. Welcome. I'm so glad to see you here. I just love your energy. Karen is, I just love everything you create. You are just great at this. Thank you so much. Lottie says, Mimi, we all have TVs in the kitchen, bedrooms, living room, and outdoors. So going along, we are doing our things and watching you. No time lost. Oh, thank you for letting me know that. I so appreciate that. Black Butterfly is saying, how practical. Yes, ma'am. I think those stick trees would look great in all seasons. Yes, I do too. Absolutely beautiful. I love the stick tree, says Patricia. More Create says, my ex would say, if someone didn't know you, they would think you worked at a nightclub with the amount of glitter I have on me. Totally. V is saying, Vivi, I looked away for a second. Okay, I saw that one. So there was some that I already missed. And then we've got, I agree, the trees can be all year long. Yes, stunning. How many people do you entertain during the holidays? It can be up to 100 people here for the holiday. So it is an on-taking. We used to do the 4th of July as well, where it would be a couple of hundred. We stopped doing the 4th of July. That was a lot. And as I get older, and it's just a lot. Work has always been a lot for me. So it's not necessarily work. I can balance work and home, and what I need to get done, I just get it done. And what I can't do, I just pray about it. And then it just happens and people come over and they have a good time. I just felt like, we were blessed with the house that we have now. So we would open it up and just share our blessings with everybody. After COVID, things got a little shaky. So we didn't do Christmas for a couple of years. But we're back to doing Christmas. What we're trying to we try very hard to keep the number limited. But because this is the other thing, I love your creativity. Thank you, Gloria. How do you put things together in a way that I would not have thought about? It comes out looking fabulous. Thank you, Sweet Pea. You could check out the Christmas method. Yes, you guys, check out my Mimi's Christmas method. I've done one for all the areas, but what's been released is the Christmas tree and the mantle. The cocktail table is going to be released next. And then we'll do the kitchen. That's going to be released. The only thing in there, everything that's in there is step-by-step of how I think through the process. And what I wanted to create was a guide so that if you follow this guide, if you follow the step, you're going to get a Christmas like this as well. The only difference is you choose what color you want. You can decide on the colors. But if you follow the guide step by step, step 1, step 2, step 3, there's different sections. This is what you're going to get. Okay, Scribe Cash. We can't wait to see you, Mom. You guys, I'm wrapping up. You can come by. You can come by now. That's my baby. Cabria says, wow, wow, wow. Move into the monitor. Okay, so my daughter's telling me to move into the monitor, but I can't see. If I move into the monitor. Okay, hold up. Let's see how to do this. Make sure the one with the comments is on top. Okay, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be reading all this stuff. She's telling me all the things because she's at that age now where she's telling me what it is I'm supposed to be doing. I'm welcoming it. I love it. It's a new era here. Okay, V is saying, amen. Thank you. You are blessed. God bless your family. Thank you, Z. More we live watching and learning. And Gloria, it's a gift from God. He gives his children gifts. I do have a gift from God. Don't get me wrong, but it's just the thought process. You guys can create the same thing. I don't want people to think that this is something that's just special to me. All of our gifts that we get from God are special. They're special to each one of us. I am not denying that. I know that I have a gift because I can tell you guys so many stories. I can be on an install and it ain't working out right. I'm starting to pray. I'm praying, Lord Jesus, I need you to turn this around. I need you to give it to me to turn it around. And each and every time he has given it to me and it turns it around. And Lord have mercy. If I like something, I know it's the bomb. I know everybody else is going to like it because I'm very difficult to please. And I know my clients, more importantly, my clients are going to like it. But I kid you not, there's been times where I've just prayed about something in the midst of an install, in the midst of a 2 or 3 day install, and God delivers. What else? Love watching you, says Z. All right, guys, until next time, I want you to try your hardest to make every single day a great day. Until next time, bye. Okay, let's